everybody, it's Mars, and I did this hairdo. It's like my first attempt at a suicide roll. Is that what they're called? Suicide roll? I don't know. It's very hard. But like the bobby pins you can obviously see. And then I did faux, I'm like trying to figure out the camera angles. I did faux victory rolls. This look was inspired by the Cherry Doll face. I love her videos. She does like nothing but pin-up and retro looks. And she did a look exactly like this, but she put like little bows. But I used a bigger barrel. I think she used like a 1/2 inch and I used like a 1.5 inch. So that's why it's not that curly. But yeah, so that's what it looks like in total. That's the back. So if you want to see me do this to my hair, then just stay tuned. Bye! With a comb, brush out any knots or tangles that you may have in your hair. Section off a piece that you would like to make your bangs. This is going to create the suicide roll. Once you've sectioned off the two sides of your hair, you're going to want to curl these first. These are the ones that will be framing your face. Okay, so ignore my massive roots on my hair. You're pretty much going to want to make sure that both sides are even, and that way your curls will come out the same on both sides. And what I did, since I have layers, is I got hairspray and sprayed the hair before curling, so that way my layers would stick to each other when I was actually curling the hair. Just a little tip in case that helps people that have layers. Okay, so I suck at curling hair. But if you're more experienced, this might be easier for you. I had trouble with the barrel slipping, even with the hairspray. But what you're going to want to do is touch the barrel. Once you feel that it's warm or hot, then you're going to try to angle the curling iron so that way the curl will slip off into a curl already made. If it slips out, like mine kind of does, then you can just reshape the curl as quick as you can and then pin it in place with the bobby pin. And we're going to let that cool that way so that way it'll hold the curl longer, especially since I have super straight hair. Once you've completed both sides, now we're going to attempt to do the suicide roll, which is definitely suicide for me. It was really hard. But what you're going to want to do is take down the bangs, and you're going to split it in sections, and you're going to curl them all in the same direction. And it doesn't have to be perfect curls, since we're going to end up messing with it later. But yeah, just go ahead and go in and separate each curl, make sure that they're all curled, and then you're going to want to brush them to form one curl. And just pin it up for now. We're going to work on it in a little bit, but that way it'll cool in the curled shape that we do. Okay, so I figured I'd talk during this portion. Now, upon creating the front roll, it does take practice. This was my first attempt at doing a suicide roll, and it took me forever, so therefore I'm just showing you a small clip. All I did was comb the front part into one curl, and then I tried to clip it up together and realized that didn't work. So what I had to do was go in between each layer and tease the shit out of the roots. Then once it was teased, hairspray and smooth it, and then the end of the curl you're just going to go back in and wrap it up and pin it in place. It was extremely hard for me to hide the bobby pins and I still did not get it right in the end. I wasn't very pleased with it, but practice makes perfect. But I hope you learned a little something from this part. But yeah, it's really tricky. You just have to follow the body of the natural curl. It's just getting that bouffant and the curl to show up on the side that's the tricky part, without any holes appearing. Using your thumb, start from the top part of the ear and head upwards towards the split of the suicide roll. And you're going to pin back both sides temporarily just to get that portion out of the way. And we'll get back to that soon. Using your thumb, in a diagonal split, go from the top of your ear to the crown of your head. You're going to pull the hair upwards as if you were creating a victory roll. But since we're doing a faux victory roll, what you're going to want to do is just pull it back. Put hairspray to help tame any baby flyaways. You may want to use a smaller brush. I don't know why I used the big paddle brush. I wasn't thinking, and that was the only thing I had next to me. But use a smaller brush to smooth away the baby flyaways. And then in the back of the hair, you're going to want to back comb it. I used a wide tooth comb so it wouldn't back comb that much. And then you're going to smooth it over with hairspray. Then you're going to twist it and push upwards as if you were creating a bouffant or just like any sort of puff on your head. And then you're going to want to secure it with bobby pins. I usually use 2 and cross them, which is the best way to secure them, and make sure that they're even on both sides.